The 49ers and Cardinals NFL team preview edition of the Bottom Line Bombs on Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Get up to $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com. Promo code BOMBS. And now let's go.
Bring me everyone. What do you mean everyone?
Everyone! I am not a fucking loser!
Bad luck just seeing a thing like that.
I'm Lou Holtz, and you're listening to the Man and the Box and the Bottom Line Bombast. Good luck to you.
Welcome to the Bottom Line Bombs. I am your host, the laddie daddy scumbagger Vance, the bet detective. That's enough of that before I get sued. I'm also known as CJ Sullivan, the man in the box. Recording live from Eagle Rock, California here. 1:30 Pacific. A little pushback time. It doesn't matter because you're listening to it whenever the hell you're listening to it. We got a big show today. Talking 49ers, talking Arizona Cardinals. I got a guest, Laz, who's in the waiting room right now. I'll bring him on in 1 second. My 49er insider. West Side politician. Not politician. What I want to say. He's getting a lot of brouhahas out there. Local city politics, I like to call it. Just a guy in the driveway. Anyway, I'll bring Laz on a second. We'll talk 49ers. We'll talk Arizona. I'll have a man in the box segment towards the end. Just real quick, last show got a lot of feedback. I was talking about my Spokane trip over the weekend and how it's not in a good way. It's not. Spokane, Washington, beautiful trees, beautiful God's country, great air, and a lot of fentanyl, I said. And there was. A lot of strung out. Just, it's not in a good way, the city. But had a great time there anyway. But I forgot to tell the story I wanted to tell at the airport when I landed in Spokane from Los Angeles, direct flight. And who was on my flight but great boxing legend Sugar Ray Leonard. How about that? Old Sugar Ray. I don't have a boxing sound. I didn't know he was on my flight till I got off, and then I saw people taking pictures with him. I'm like, who's this guy? You know, it's Sugar Ray Leonard. He had a little entourage, an assistant manager, whatever. You know, he's older, obviously. So anyway, then I go to the bathroom off the airplane, and who's in the urinal next to me? Sugar Ray. Me and him, shoulder to shoulder. Of course, I didn't look or anything like that, but I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a selfie of my own. Certainly not going to happen in the bathroom. Promote the shows, be a fun little thing. Anyway, but he takes off. Then I go outside, and what happened? Not to dime him out. He is a champion and a legend. He did not wash his hands. Sugar Ray, he had hands of stone, but he did not feel like they needed washing. I mean, you know, he's always been punched in the face a lot. We can let it slide. He can do whatever he wants. He's an icon. But at the same time, it did the trick. If it stopped me from asking for a selfie, because I did not want any parts of that anymore. So I go outside the bathroom, and he's standing there by himself. It kind of shocked me, actually. I went, whoa, Sugar Ray. He's like, hey. He was very nice. He's got that Sugar Ray smile. And then he put out his hand to shake. Yo, no, thank you, Sugar Ray. No mas to that one, if you will. So I kind of had a Larry David moment there. And so I'm like, nah, you know what? I'm good. I'm kind of germaphobe. Well, I'm not really a germaphobe. I just don't like to touch urine-stained hands. So I had to, I didn't know what to do. So what do you think about the big fight? I just started talking to him. Yeah, what fight? I don't know. There's got to be a fight coming up. And there is Canelo. So he's like, yeah, Canelo's tough. Yep. How about Hulk Hogan? That's a different sport. All right, you know what? I'm just trying to get out of this. I didn't really think it was going to go this way, but it did. Anyway, welcome to the chat, Stevie Elridge. He says, better make that a fist bump. I know, right? That's what he do, a boxing fist bump thing. And even then, let's just put the fist up to the fist, kind of like the classic fist pose. And if you are listening or watching on X, hop on over to the YouTube so you can be like Stevie and join the live chat room. Keep that live show energy going. I love everyone who listens afterwards as well in the podcast format, but we like the live as well. So hop on over to YouTube. I sent the link over there. But anyway, like I said, we got a big 49ers and Arizona show. I got a guest I got to bring on, old Lazzy. After I tell you, of course, if you download the SGPN app, you get all of our picks and podcasts for free in one convenient place. SGPN app, wherever you get your apps. Who wrote that ad read? Remember that Sandler skit when they made fun of Seinfeld on Saturday Night Live? I go, who are the ad wizards who came up with this one? That was like the punchline for the every time. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's bring on my guest. Oops. Hey, here we go. Let's talk a little 49er talk here. Let me lock in my thing here. Boom, there's Laz.
Hey, CJ.
What's up, Laz? How we doing, buddy?
We're doing all right.
Looking good. Looking good. How are things over there? I know you're all the way on the west side here now in California.
Yeah.
I just played with you in Penmar. And how are things? Last I checked with you, you had all kinds of turmoil going on. You had driveway issues, you had pool issues.
Well, the pool guy I wrote a letter to, and he turned around his attitude real quick. I'm meeting him tomorrow, so we're gonna see. He's basically in breach of his contract. So now that I said breach, he's like, whoa, my bad. I'm sorry. I'll meet you tomorrow. I take full responsibility. So that's the magic word, everybody. It's breach.
Breach will get you, Jim Breach, the old kicker. When you were telling me your problems, and I hate to bring up your problems, but I'm like, they sounded wonderful to me. I'm like, I love these suburban problems. I love like neighbor problems. I love the guys for 30 years, and he wants you to build a driveway. I'm like, give me all that. Give me all that drama.
So
how's that jerk doing?
With that jerk, I gave him a written agreement proposal.
Okay.
He has till Friday at 11:59, or it turns into fairy dust. It's gone.
Oh, yes.
So,
a deadline, an ultimatum.
Yeah, I mean, it's an ultimatum, it's a deadline, whatever you want to call it, but he's wasted enough of my time. So that's what he gets. If he wants it, it's there. If not, good luck to you.
Fantastic. All right. Now let's get into your 49ers. I love it. That was just a quick recap. Let's get into something a little more positive, although they are the neighbor of last year. Last year, not a good season, but
not a good season.
The good news is the Niners is what they do. They either they're either not in the playoffs or they're in the NFC Championship game. Nothing in between.
Which is a great place to be, honestly.
Right.
You want your NFL and your NBA teams to be one or the other, not stuck in the middle.
That's true. You can be stuck in the middle forever. Absolutely. So they come out, they were 6-11 last year, 5-12 against the spread. Of course, they had tons of injuries. They had 14, I think, of their 22 starters missed significant time. Most importantly, Christian McCaffrey. He went to Germany to get new calf muscles or no, apparently. Like, he did all kinds of things. You had Ricky Pearsall being shot in an armed robbery on the street, but he wound up beating him. And didn't that guy sue him too? It was hilarious. Oh, jeez, Louise, there you are. Just hilarious Niner type injuries.
Yeah, I mean, they truly had a tragic season. They had two children of players die like little kids. I mean, it was really like the worst possible season that could have happened. And they were still 6-11.
Still 6-11. And you know what? Even as bad as they were weird because like they were their offense was still like 10th in EPA. Their offense was still good. The defense obviously had a lot of injuries too. They had a weird stat where like they were 9th in the league in first half point differential. Like they were like plus 47 in the first half, and the second half was just a collapse every week.
Horrific in the second half.
Yeah. So I don't know what to really attest that to, but I imagine, they lost a lot of players on defense. Just an overcut. You got Kyle. You brought in Robert Saleh, though. That's the big thing.
Hey,
Want to see him?
He's a guy.
We're going to see him run the steps and that bald head. Who can't get enough of that? And the big story, of course, you signed Brock Purdy, 5 years, $265 million. What do you think? What are you and Niner fans thinking about Purdy? Like, all right, I guess we just got to do it.
I mean, yeah, I think if you're a Niner fan and you don't realize that this guy's the best quarterback you've had since Garcia,
Right.
then I don't know what to tell you. And like, the money is the money. It's not my money. It's the market.
Yes.
I don't.
No, you're
care.
right.
You know,
It
I
is
don't
the
care.
market.
Like, yeah, like, not my problem. Get your money. He's been a very, very good player. He had a great 23 season. He had an all right last season, but like you said, they had a lot of injuries, and then a lot of guys who just plain didn't perform.
Yeah.
Deebo Samuel, Javon Hargrave, the offense, the right side of the offensive line, besides Dominic Booney. Like, it wasn't a good team, and you know, and so I don't know what the alternative is to Brock Purdy. Like, I've seen Mac Jones play. That sucks.
Yeah, we do not need to see Mac Jones play at all.
Right. And like, so I like Brock Purdy a lot, and I'm glad he's our quarterback. Is he top 10? Maybe. I think he's top 12.
I do for sure. I think he's actually kind of underrated. Like, he's got, he doesn't have box. He doesn't have like, and it's probably, I don't know. I guess a lot of it's that staple of being the last pick, but like, that doesn't mean as much as it used to anymore. You know?
It really doesn't. It really doesn't. So I'm glad we have him. I think what they did over the offseason was good. They basically got rid of guys who are underperforming or hurt. Talanoa Funga.
Yep.
Hargrave. Garrison Hurst isn't walking through that door. Man, I know.
Garrison Hurst.
Man, I know. Neither is Charlie Garner, unfortunately. Neither is Roger Craig.
Although Frank Gore Jr. is around. I saw him on Buffalo, for crying out loud. That's how old we are.
That's crazy. Anyway, I thought they got rid of the right people. Deebo wasn't performing. Deebo was slow. Straight up slow. So
did he leave? Did he leave that giant 49er boombox for the rest of the team to come in when they do that intros? When they come in with the Niners? I mean,
it was him and Trent Williams. So maybe Trent Williams fixed the new guy. Ricky Pearsall showed some stuff at the end of last year, and they continue to be the least creative special teams team on the planet. I'll make one 49er bet this year, and I'll bet my house, and I'll bet my neighbor's stupid house.
Bet his driveway.
I'll bet his driveway that they don't attempt a fake punt all year.
Really? Just
yeah.
terribly run special teams.
Just like, I don't think Kyle cares. I really think he has disdain for special teams. And
they were bad last year, and Moody missed like he's 70% of his kicks he made. Like, it was bad. The special teams actually did hurt him a bit for sure.
And the punt returns, the punt coverage, terrible. They were bad against the run. So they got a couple guys in the draft who are supposed to be really good against the run, Alfred Collins and Michael Williams, and they got a kid named CJ West, who apparently at camp is a DT that's been awesome. So.
Yeah, that's what they did. They spent, I think it was like 6 or 7 draft picks on defense. They put all their free agent money on defense. Mikael Williams, he's 14-1 win Rookie of the Year. He's a Georgia guy. You can't go wrong with any Georgia guys lately on defense. You're right. Collins from Texas, CJ West. I think was he from Indiana or something. So
I'm not sure.
Who knows?
So apparently CJ West has been the best.
Yeah, their D-backs are a little young. I do like the name Diomodor Lenore, but. And Jamar Brown, Renardo Green, but they're that might be a bit of a problem. Their linebackers will be fine. You got Fred Warner back. Nick Bosa is back to a form. And apparently, he just came out and said and claimed like a press conference to claim that he's Italian. And if you have to say you're Italian, I don't know if you are. He's Ohio Italian, so I don't really give him credit for that.
All right. I mean, does he pray to St. Anthony if he loses his keys?
Right. St. the patron saint of losing your car keys. They brought in Bryce Huff off the scrap heap from our guys from Philly. Maybe he can rekindle something with Robert Saleh there. I mean, you got him cheap, so why not? Like I said, with Fred Warner, Offensively, your offensive line's back intact. You brought 4 starting returners. Trent Williams is a beast, obviously, as long as he can stay healthy. It's the receivers I'm worried about as well, though. You got Ricky Pearsall. What's going on with Juwan Jennings? He's got like a fake injury, a holdout, a hold-in. He's never happy, it seems like.
I don't know. I think Juwan Jennings signed a contract last year.
Right.
That paid him as the 40th highest paid wide receiver. And I think he's probably about the 40th best wide receiver.
Yeah, right. That sounds exactly right. Not overrated, not underrated. Rated properly.
Rated.
Yeah,
Rated.
just rated.
Yeah. So and now he's got a calf issue. I think they just, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's Gen Z. It's like you have 1 year on the job and pay me the most. Every Niner guy has gotten paid, so maybe they're just looking at it like that. But Juwan Jennings is a really good player, but this would be his 3rd contract. I don't know if he's a 3rd contract player.
100%. I think it's just more like they have the leverage just because they're running out, because Ayuk's not coming back to like week 8.
Right.
Pearsall, who knows? But that being said, if McCaffrey's healthy, this offense runs through McCaffrey and George Kittle. So like they're kind of like 3rd and 4th options.
Right. So it's the big if. If McCaffrey's healthy, if Kyle will let George run down the field and not block on every single play, Allegedly, they brought in a blocking tight end, so maybe that's good.
That is good. Speaking of which, McCaffrey, then Isaac Guerrero had a big year as is McCaffrey's backup. He got hurt as well. Did they sign Jeff Wilson again? Is this a rerun? What kind of show are they? What kind of show are these Niners running here?
Okay, I just heard that Jeff Wilson had his first practice yesterday and fell down on the field 3 times. So I don't know that Jeff Wilson is the answer.
No, he's not the answer. Is it? Yeah. What's going on? That whole running back room, is it on ancient Indian burial ground? It seems like it's cursed. I mean, they get through like 7 injuries a year in that backfield.
Well, I mean, I don't know what's going on with it. I know their strength and conditioning people are hockey people from the San Jose Sharks, so I don't know if they want to. And they've had injuries, like crazy injuries, every year that Kyle's been there.
Right.
I don't know if Kyle has a disdain for NFL medical people like he does for special teams, but it's just too much of a weird coincidence to be a coincidence at this point. They're hurt all the time.
They are hurt all the time. But let's talk about the good news with your 49ers, and that is your schedule. This schedule is supposed to be an absolute all-time easy schedule. Let me see if I can let me adjust our size so we're not so tiny here. But yeah, the schedule's it's the easiest in the league by far. Their winning percentage of teams are playing is like 415 or something like that. It's just
so we've got the AFC South and the NFC South. Is that what we're dealing with?
You have them all the easy ones. You have let me maximize here. I want to let me see if I can get you. All right, here we go. There we are. Now we look a little better.
Okay, just looking at it.
Yeah.
Like this December 14th through. Sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
It's going this way.
It's going left to right.
We're
right. Asian style. So yeah, we.
So okay. All right, got it. All right, never mind. Tennessee, Indianapolis, the Bears back to back. Like, I feel like they go one of 2 ways. Like, either those teams are just absolutely done by that point in the season, or they're kind of good.
Yeah, you want to get Tennessee earlier on, I imagine, but it doesn't matter. The Niners should blow. Here's what and I think the Niners early on, I think the offense is going to be fine no matter what. Their offense is going to be good. Yeah. The defense will be good, but it's going to take a little while for them just because they do have young and they did clear house and they have a lot of draft picks and stuff like that. So it might take a month to click or so with that. That being said,
you got to go 3-1 in the first 4 games.
Yeah. So we start off at Seattle. Is that what that is there?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you know this, Laz, but Seattle is one of the only teams in the league allowed to have 12 men on the field. They have
You
the
don't
12th.
say.
Yeah, they have
That's
the,
great. What-
yeah, they have the
the
12th
hell?
man. They don't get flagged for it every year. Every year
What
they
the
say,
hell going on?
yeah, 12th man up there. So that's a big game. That's actually a pretty important game to start off the season.
Yeah.
What do you think? That's going to be a statement game for how the Niners season goes, I think, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Sam
but at the same
Darnold,
time,
Sam Darnold revenge game?
I guess, but haven't they seen that guy in practice?
Right.
Like for a year?
Nah,
2
yeah,
years?
I joke when I
Although-
say that because every time they say it's a revenge game, I'm like, yeah, it's revenge for a reason. Like they want to play against you. They've seen enough of you.
And he got us last year with
He
Justin
did.
Jefferson. So
That's right. All right, so
yeah,
let's-
we got to win that one.
Let's
I
say you
feel-
win that one, yeah. And then you
Right.
got the Saints also on the road in New Orleans. Start off with back-to-back road games. That's going to be a win. The Saints look like
Yeah.
they're going to be an absolute disaster right now. They have Spencer Rattler for crying out loud.
They lose to the Saints, just kill yourselves and just quit.
Yeah, tell you what, that things will not be well if you lose to that Saints
Right.
easily. So then you come home for the opener versus Arizona. That's an interesting game. Arizona's supposed to be kind of different this year with defense, but I feel like the Niners always beat Arizona, right?
They really should. They if they lose to Arizona, it's self-inflicted wounds. Like I had Kyler Murray in fantasy last year, and watching that guy just doesn't complete third down passes. So I come on.
I will
Gotta
say
win that
this though. Kyler Murray is also good beginning of the season. Then he just stops his interest. Like, yeah, that's it. That's enough
Right
for me.
when Call of Duty comes out, right? That's
Exactly. New Call of Duty, Thanksgiving. I'm over with.
Yeah.
So we'll give you that one. Let's make you. I'm gonna make you 3-0, at least 2-1 at the bare minimum. Now you
Right.
have Jacksonville at home. New coach there for the Jaguars.
A really good coach, right?
Liam Cohen, offensive guru, but he did say Duval, very weird. I'm high on the Jaguars, but in San Francisco is a tall task there. I mean, it'll be another shootout for sure. But
That could be
you
an
got to
L,
beat the
dude.
You got to beat the Jags at home.
You should beat the Jags at home.
As we have a saying here at SGPN, God hates Jags. So you got to do that. And now the biggest one here. Is this a Thursday night game in Los Angeles?
Gross. Okay.
Now, do you go to these games, these SoFi games? Because a lot of you Niner fans like to come down there and stab people with broken ashtrays. There's always some kind of
It's not
shanking going on.
It's not us the whole time.
Right.
There's some leftover Raider fans and Charger fans, dressed as Rams fans as well, who are defending their territory.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
There are some Raider fans
But-
in disguise. Raider fans are still Raiders are still the number one team here, which is hilarious.
Yeah. But I will say there's some Niner fans who are menaces for sure.
Oh, 100%.
For sure.
It's a different kind of tweaking medicine out here. So that'll be a tough one Thursday night on the road. Although the Niners, Shanahan usually has McVay's number, but I think
but not last year.
Yeah, it's right. Not last year.
He'll have his number if Jimmy Garoppolo is starting.
How great was that? Jimmy Garoppolo back on the ramp. He might, who knows, with Stafford's spine problems.
Final.
I mean, who knows what's going on there? But
the guy's just not good, right?
Right. Yeah. They're like, he just went in for an epidermal. Is that like, was he having a baby? What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's not good. That's not like, yeah, you're fine. Have an epidermal.
So, all right. So that might be a loss. And then you go to Tampa Bay. Is that cross country early game? That's a tough game. Yeah, I don't like that one either. Those at Tampa Bay games are tough.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get you at 4-2 at that point. Now we got the Falcons at night for some reason.
I don't like it. I don't like this at all.
This is what he
looks good. Like Drake London is good. Bijan is good, man. Like maybe I don't know how good their defense is, but that offense could be problematic for us.
I don't know what to think of that Falcons team. You're right. It's kind of there for the taking with them. Penix is still second year, but he might be 34 the way these rookie quarterbacks are. However,
who knows?
So yeah, he looks good. All right, so you're thinking that you might drop this one. This seems like a cynical Niner fan thinking about this. This is at night though.
What? This is at night? Is it
Sunday night game at the what's the stadium called now? Levi Stadium?
The fucking Who Cares Bowl. That place sucks.
Right.
Levi Stadium. All right, if it's at home, I guess we can get that one.
I'll give you
We
that
can get
one.
that one. All right.
I'll give you that one. And then you go to Houston right after that off the Sunday night game. This one might be a tougher game.
Yeah, Sunday morning. And look, if Nico Collins is healthy and playing, we might have a problem.
All right. I'll tell you what, we'll give you a split on the Falcons Texans. We don't know which way they're going to go. So we got 5-3 after 8 games.
Okay.
Man, I think you're going to rack up a little more wins than that. Now the schedule opens up a bit here. You have, I will say this, week 6. Yeah. The Tampa Bay, Atlanta, Houston game about those, you have rest advantages over the other team in all of those.
Okay.
Like, let's say,
So
like the Tampa Bay game, you have 10 days coming into it, and then Atlanta's coming off a Monday night game. That's like this. It's a way, like everything just fell San Francisco's way schedule wise.
So we should take 2 out of 3 of that. We really should.
Absolutely. Now going to New York to play the Giants. I don't care if it's Jackson Dart, Jameis Winston, Russell Wilson. You have to win this game.
Yeah, that's a win. That's a win.
Reminiscent of the old Joe Montana, Jim Burt days when they would
nightmares. I wasn't cool with Jim Burt joining the team a couple years later on one of those Super Bowl teams.
All right.
Because of what he did to Joe.
Absolutely.
I forgave him eventually, but like my 11-year-old self was not cool with it.
His jersey would be spread out like across his arm, the 6 and the 4 were like so stretched out to the right. Maybe Jeremy Shockey will make an appearance at that game, the old Shockey Bowl game. All right, now we come back to the Rams at home game. You're going to win that one. You're splitting with the Rams. That's the way I'm saying that.
Yeah.
And then the Cardinals at Arizona. Now, do you usually sweep the Cardinals, or do you guys split with them?
The Cardinals give us like more trouble historically in the Shanahan era. The Cardinals given us a little more trouble than like the Rams in Seattle. Weirdly, I still think we get this game. This is Kyler's out. He's
you're right.
Call of Duty.
This is Call of Duty time, November 16th. He's checked out.
He's checked out.
Come home to Carolina at night as well. Why in the hell is this a Monday night football game? Carolina at San Francisco. Who dialed this one up? You guys should crush them there.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. I think Carolina will be improved though.
I do too. I think, but that defense is just not going to change. I mean, that was historically bad defense. Yeah. But you're right. That'll be interesting. I don't know why that's on Monday night, but it is. All right, now we go to Cleveland, November 30th. This is after Thanksgiving.
Oh, it's cold. It's dreary.
Yeah,
it's
that is a
game. That's a gross one.
That is a gross looking game. Everything about it's brown. The field's brown. The weather's brown. The people's lungs are brown. You know, it's just gross out there. That could be a tricky one for sure.
Yeah, that could be very tricky. But it's coming before a bye, so maybe they'll be extra motivated. Get this win. Yeah. Get those 2 weeks off. And I mean,
this isn't amazing.
It's going to be ugly. I mean, they should have won. They should have beat them last time in Cleveland, but Jake Moody missed a field goal, I believe. So
that's right. That's right.
I'm going to say we get this one.
All right, you get this one.
It's going to be ugly and sloppy and gross.
Then you have a bye, which is a great time to have a bye if you have a veteran team there. Late bye. Stretch it out. Get ready for December. And then, cakewalk here. Titans at home. Colts on the road. Bears at home on Sunday nights. Is the Colts a primetime game too?
Colts a primetime game?
Jesus. God, who do they think was – did they think Peyton Manning was still playing there? What are we doing?
Maybe they think Curtis Painter is still playing.
So I imagine I'm giving you wins in all 3 of these here. I think your bye's a tougher week than this. Yeah. The Bears are at home, Titans are at home. Colts in the Dome at night, forget about it. And then Seahawks will who knows what you need for that, if anything.
Why is it TBD?
To be determined. Well, it's week 18, the last game. That's usually when they flex games out. You don't know who's got the division wrapped up and whatnot.
So do we know who's it? Is it home or away?
It's at home. It's in San.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 of your last 4 games are at home.
Okay, that's great. All right, I got us for 11 wins. We got to get 11.
Yeah, and I got the over
under 10.5.
I see 10.5 juice to the over, but the schedule's so easy. I don't see how you don't win 11 games.
Yeah, I think one of those kind of AFC South, NFC South teams could be a little bit better than we expect right now.
Right.
Maybe Carolina or the Titans, or
How about the division? How about the
I don't
division
know.
itself? Plus 150 is a pretty short number to win the division, but who's your competition? I mean, the Rams, Stafford's back is broken. He's a 37-year-old man. What I know about aging and backs is they don't get better as you get older.
Facts. Yeah.
Seattle's got Sam Darnold. Arizona's got Kyler Murray. What are we talking about here? I think this division, I mean,
they should absolutely win the division.
Right.
If they don't, then they stink.
Now, what's funny is because you rarely see a price like this where there's such heavy favorites to win a division, but yet kind of a longer shot to win even the conference and Super Bowl, because they're almost like predicting like, oh, they're going to get there. They're going to get 12 wins, but then be kind of like not a paper champion, but, they're expecting an early playoff exit.
They just don't feel they're as good as Tampa Bay, Philly, Washington.
Right.
And I guess Green Bay or Minnesota would be the other teams that.
Yeah, Detroit, things like that.
Detroit, sorry, yeah, Detroit.
No, yeah, for sure.
Detroit. Yeah.
I
think that's fairly accurate at this point right now. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I think if they lose in the division playoff game, that's a pretty successful season for this team right now, as constructed right now.
100%.
Who knows if they go and trade for Amari Cooper?
Chris Ballard makes Trent Baalke look like Howie Roseman, says Feach Lamont. Yeah. little general manager bits going on here. That's what the C Generals like to do. All right. So, and is there any players you think is going to have a big? I think George Kittle's going to have a big year, obviously.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey, comeback player of the year, is kind of a chalk play. He's 22-1 to win offensive player of the year, which I think is kind of a good value, because if he is healthy,
he's awesome.
And he's awesome. He's the best player in football. And so you're getting a pretty good discount of 22-1 for offensive player of the year for Christian McCaffrey. I think that's worth a stab. Brock Purdy is 30-1 to win MVP. That's kind of a longer shot, obviously, but he's another one who can just put up numbers. And if the Niners win like 13 or 14 games, which they can with that schedule, and they're the 1 seed, and Purdy's a quarterback, I mean, it's like they auto give those trophies out.
Listen, the automatic is no fake punt attempts. That's just take it to the fucking
I
bank.
love that. I love giving it that as the main play for the 49ers.
That is the play. Whatever they're giving you, take it.
But you're right. Win. It's impossible not to play that over 10.5. It's just and I hate blaming it on the schedule, but it's just the way it shakes up.
Well, it's nice to have a last place schedule for once. I love it.
That is true. I mean, Niner fans, you've had a tough schedule, obviously, for the last decade. You guys you've been a powerhouse. So, if God forbid something goes these poor 49ers ways, because they do like to whine about it. I knew that. They love talking about if their quarterback didn't get hurt, they would have beat the Eagles, that championship. And it's our 4-string quarter. I was at that FC championship game. It's our 4-string quarterback. Like, yeah, he's our 4-string quarterback, but he's also your best quarterback. It's not their fault you didn't know who your best quarterback was.
He's 100% our best quarterback.
Right.
There's no question about that.
Although there's still some Trey Lance truthers up there in the San Francisco area, I believe.
Listen, I think Trey looks pretty good.
He did. He just needed someone. He just needed someone to believe in him. Harbaugh believes in him, not like that bastard Lynch.
Yeah,
cold-blooded.
Listen, this is Harbaugh's pet project. This is his little revenge game, and I'm all for it.
I'm rooting for him too. He's insanely young still. He's like younger than Tyler Shuck. He's younger than guys who haven't even played yet.
God, I just can't wait to rip out my Trey Lance jersey when he starts some games this year somehow. Trey
Lance at SoFi week 5. You have to rock that. That'd be amazing. Amazing jersey. All right, Laz, thanks for joining us. You want to tell the C-Generals anything? You want to plug anything, like your pool, your neighbors, anything like that?
You can check out my little films on Venice Gaze at Instagram, VENICEGAZE, Venice Gaze on Instagram. Check out those little movies that we do.
Yes.
And man, that's it. Thanks for having me. Oh,
of course.
One more thing about the 49ers.
Yep.
Jordan Watkins has been a beast at receiver during training camp and just had a high ankle sprain. I think that's a 4-week injury, 6-week injury. So maybe later on in the season you see him. But
all right, deep sleeper
supposedly a
Jordan
lot of-
Watkins.
Deep sleeper. Pick
I
him up
like
on the
that.
waiver wire week 4.
Awesome. Make sure you throw me that handle. I'll put that in all the descriptions and everything for this episode as well.
We'll do.
All right, Jordan Watkins, deep sleeper, and with the Niners receivers, why not? Like we said, Ayuk's not coming back till week 8, and even if he does, who knows what it's going to be? And I don't know. We'll see what happens with these Niners. Anyway, all right, Laz, thanks for joining us. Check out those films.
CJ, thank you.
All right, buddy. Later.
All right, later.
There it is, Andy Laz. Let me break that in there. My 49er insider. He was a Trey Lance truther. I always used to bother him, like when it was obvious Trey Lance wasn't the answer, and I would still like, you still believe him? Like, yeah, you still got to give a chance. And like, it finally, like after his like third different team, like, okay, you're right. Maybe he's a bust. Anyway, I don't mean to listen. We all root for Trey Lance, just like we root for my bookie, right? My bookie. Wherever I bet, he bets. Where's my bookie? AG. There it is. MyBookie.ag. We're brought to you by that's our place to bet on every sport, including MLB, WNBA, golf, and course football futures. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of locations. Easy deposit, lightning fast payouts. Head to MyBookie.ag. Promo code BOMBS or SGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply. MyBookie.ag. A bet I like, which I already took and hammered, is the Dodgers run line. I know the Angels are not sweeping the Dodgers. Shohei's on the mound in Anaheim at the old Halo. Back his old stomping grounds, pitching. It's going to be electric. Yeah, Dodgers will win by a margin tonight. Dodgers run line -130. Hammer that. That's my bomb. That's my bookie bomb of the night. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm's gonna bet you. Rhythm's gonna bet you. Rhythm's gonna bet you with props. Oh, they're now called Smart Signals. I got to put that one up there. Where's the Smart Signals? There it is. Not that one. There we go. They continue to crush with Smart Signals, essentially the best of what their house model has to offer. Their AI detected patterns for Rhythm's model has consistently won in high ROI. WNBA's hot, MLB's hot. They had Mike Trout and John Stanton for a 14-0 run. Let me see who they like tonight. Maybe they like a baseball. Let me find a Smart Signal for you to get tonight. I'll tell you exactly what you're missing. This is why you get your 7-day free trial at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. Let's go to MLB. Today's Smart Signals. They like Nathan Lukes, Toronto, of course, under 1.5 total bases, 70% chance. That's a Smart Signal. They also like Cody Clemens under 1.5 total bases, -180 juice. So there you go. Roger Clemens' kid Kobe. All right. Now we are back. Let me hide that. Perfect. I am just doing this thing absolutely perfectly, right? Welcome back, degenerates, to the Bottom Line Bombs. That was my great guest, Andy Laz, talking 49ers. Welcome everyone in the chat. Stephen A. says, what's up? Glad to catch a live show. I actually have some updates with that as well. As you know, come football season, once NFL football season starts, my Wednesday show will be Thursdays. I'll be going Monday and Thursdays. And there's talks. I might go a little later in the day, lead up to that Thursday night football game. I know you see Jennifer, so follow me anywhere, any time of day, but I think we're going to get more live audiences the later in the day. We'll see about that. But also, what I wanted to say more in the immediate future, I will have a bonus episode of the Bottom Line Bombs this Friday. It'll be my Green Bay Packer and my Detroit Lion team previews with guest Nate Craig for the Green Bay Packers and the legendary dad boner Mike Burns for Detroit. I know Stevie Eldridge, big Mikey Burns fan. So Friday I'll release that. I'm recording the interviews like tonight and tomorrow, and I'll put together the episode. So I'll put extra episodes. So stay tuned. As long as you subscribe to the Bottom Line Bombs, which you should be, it'll automatically come in your download. So get ready for another episode. It's coming right at you. Subscribe to all my channels. That's CJ Sullivan was taking all that stuff. Anyway, and hit the thumbs up right now. Hit the thumbs up. Don't forget about that. And with that, let's break into the Arizona Cardinals, who we randomly talked about there. The Arizona Cardinals were 8-9 last year, 11-6 against the spread. They went from 4 wins to 8 wins, so they doubled their wins. So Jonathan Gannon was good there. Just Jonathan Gannon's third year as a coach. He is 14-1 to win Coach of the Year. A lot of people like these Cardinals. Their over/under is 8.5. Now they did finish 2-5. They were like 4 and whatever the heck they were, 6-4 going into Thanksgiving. Then they won. They lost to Carolina. They got swept by Seattle. They didn't really end well, and a lot of that was Kyler Murray. Like I said, Kyler Murray was good early on. First 10 games, 12 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Then 8-9 after that. So he says he's going to run more. He's more focused. Someone called him a tater tot earlier on. He had a terrible interception in that pregame where it looked like he threw it to the wrong control. Like when you're playing Madden, you hit the wrong button in the controller. It's like even the defender's like, wait, what's going on? So it's interesting. Marvin Harrison was not a bust as a rookie, I would say, but he didn't make the all rookie team, and that's not good for a guy who's drafted, the number 1 wide receiver and supposed to be the absolute legit stud. James Conner had a great year. He stayed healthy, which is great. They have Michael Wilson, Zay Jones, Trey McBride is their beast at tight end. They're basically a 3-pronged offense. We'll get into some futures there. Their offensive line, the right side of their line is a little questionable with Isaiah Adams and Jonah Wilkins. But that's not what that's not where this hot bread is going to be buttered. And it is hot there in the desert. Their defense. Jonathan Gannon's a defense. He's defensive coordinator from the Eagles, Super Bowl. They spent all their free agent money. 6 of their 7 draft picks were on defense. They added to their defensive line with Dalvin Thompson. They brought a Calais Campbell back, the guy they drafted. How old is Calais Campbell? We got any boys. Oh, I was going to play Jacksonville, to Carolina. They have Walter Nolan. They drafted Walter Nolan. Darius Robinson was their first-round pick last year. So they're racking up some first-round picks. And they also added Josh Sweat from the Eagles. The secondary is not great, but Budda Baker is. Budda Baker is probably the best safety in football, I would say. So yeah, this defense can be interesting. So let's bring up their schedule. Their schedule is pretty easy early on. And then from there, it gets a little worse. All right, let's see. That's the Niners. We already did that one. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let me see. Let me optimize a little bit. No, that's a little too much. There we go. That's good enough, right? Let me pull up the schedule here. All right. So they start off at New Orleans. This has to be a win. Like I said, over under 8.5 wins, plus 460 to win the West, 28-1 to win the NFC, 60-1 to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, this is not a Super Bowl team. But I do like them. I do think they should be pretty good, and I think especially early on. At New Orleans, like we said, Spencer Rattler, Tyler Shuck, no matter what, in the Dome. This is going to be a survivor play for me. One of my entries for sure. I'm definitely playing the Cardinals at the Saints. Now they come home to Carolina. My goodness. That should be a 2-0 game. Like we said, Carolina be improved, but I mean, come on. If we can't beat Carolina home, then what are we doing? As Andy Laz says, kill yourselves and fold up shop. Don't do that, of course. But then we go to San Francisco. We already went over that. That's gonna be a tough one. So it's 2-1-ish. Thursday night football at home for Seattle. That's a game they can get. That's a statement game. That's a flagship game. Grab that one. Then you have the Titans at home. You're looking at 4-1 out the gate. The only trip up game is at Niners. I mean, it's Seattle, obviously. Let me look up. Yeah, the Cardinals to go 5-0 are 9-1 plus 900. You can get that at DraftKings. That's not a bad bet because you really, in my mind, you're just betting if they're going to beat at San Francisco. Thursday night at home versus Seattle. I mean, you got the advantage there. Let's go. You're getting 900. I mean, obviously they got to win all 5, but I like that play. Then we go to the Colts, another W in the books there. This schedule is really easy up front. And then you have Green Bay at home. That might be tough. So that's your second loss. Then you got a bye. But there you go. Now you are 6-2 or 4-2 going into the bye. Now you know how to switch things. Now Monday Night Football at Dallas. Kyler Murray never loses at Dallas. He's like 48-0 in that stadium. He's one of those like 5A high school stadiums in Dallas, in Texas. You know, he'll win that one. Screw those Cowboys. 5-2, man. I'm racking up some wins. At Seattle, that's a loss. You're splitting Seattle. You're not sweeping them. So 5-3. Niners at home. We just kind of went over this. This could be a tricky game. This could be one you get. Not sure the time. That's not a night game. And Jacksonville at home. You know, I'll say you split those two. So 6-4. Was it 7-4? Was it not? Yeah. 6-4. Or 6-5. I'm sorry. All right. Yeah, we had Seattle. I gotta keep track of these. We had them 4-1. 5-1, 5-2. Lost to Green Bay. 6-2, 6-3, 6-4. Oh, we have them 7-4 against Jacksonville. Then we go to Tampa Bay. That's a loss. 7-5. Rams at home. Could be tricky. Make that 7-6. Texans. Yeah, this kind of looks like just like last year. Now you start fading away. Now we're 7-7 with 3 games to go. We will go to Atlanta. Never great. Or no, home versus Atlanta. I'm sorry. We'll pull that one out. Make it 8-7. And then at Bengals, at Rams, loss, 8-9. I have them right around 8 wins. Jeez Louise. I had them at 6-2. And now I have them at 8 wins. Oh my goodness. Ooh. All right. So I guess it's an under, even though I do like this Cardinals team. But maybe a team to get in late on there. So all right. There it is. As far as bets goes, let me go real quick. James Conner to lead the league in touchdown runs. 40-1 is not bad. Kyler Murray, I like to lead the. Here's the reason why I like James Conner at 40-1. It's worth a stab. The other running backs, even if you used to go to the division, like 7-1 lead the division in touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, Kenneth Walker III, Chardonnay, Kyron Williams, they're all very injury prone. No, so is Connor, but you might as well grab a number with that. Kyler Murray, I like him to lead the division in yards because now who are we dealing with? Stafford, Purdy, Darnold. Come on. Why not have a spring-sprung Kyler tater tot? Whipping the ball around. Trey McBride will have a huge year, obviously. But here's my nice bomb I want to do. Now, I do think this Arizona defense is going to be good. 2 plays I like on there. Josh Sweat to lead the league in sacks is 40-1. I think that D-line will be pretty loaded, so he will have opportunities. But sometimes, and we were saying this with Denver, if a defensive unit is really good, they just want to reward them somehow. Like somehow, you know, Patrick Surtain won Defensive Player of the Year last year. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. I think something like I was just saying earlier, Budda Baker is the best safety in football. If this defense is good and Budda Baker has, I don't even know what a damn stats would be, but $100-1 for Defensive Player of the Year. That is a bomb I'm willing to take. Why not? Back-to-back D-backs. Budda Baker, he's a name. It could be great. I just posted in the chat, see Generates, Andy's IG, Venice Gaze on IG, where you can see his films and all his work right there. Stevie Eller says, Nate Craig and Mike Burns might have to wear a nice suit with sleeves torn off for this one. You're damn right. Now it's not going to be live because dealing with their schedules has already been a nightmare. But yeah, it'll be a combined Nate Craig, Mike Burns show. I'm going to piece it together somehow. Somehow it will work. So Arizona, we're staying under, even though they will be improved. I think it should be just like last year. They start out hot and kind of fade away. But some interesting futures, including Buda Baker, 101 to win Defensive Player of the Year. All right. Let's talk about that Circa Million contest. How can I not? Circa Survivor, the greatest place. Circa Casino, the greatest place on earth, right? The biggest sports book in the world. You know they're hosting the world's biggest pro football contest, the Grandissimo, the Survivor, the Circa Millions, $21 million in guaranteed prizes. You got to play it. Come out. We have Circus sign-up weekend is next weekend. They're doing Bet Bash now. Circa contest weekend, August 21st through 23rd. You get 15% off a stay at Circa with promo code SGP15. Come hang out with me, the man in the box, with Sean and Ryan, with Stephanie Smalls. Colby D will be there. The crew will be out there. The contests are open to everyone. You sign up in Nevada, then you play from anywhere with the help of an SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com and use promo code SGP, $50 off to get your proxy fees. $50 off your proxy fees. And, of course, it's brought to you by Underdog. Can't forget about Underdog. Underdog is just always keeping us afloat. They got Best Ball Mania, $15 million of prizes there, $2 million to first place, no waiver wire, no trades, no nothing. It's the best way to play fantasy football. Sign up promo code BOMBS. Claim your special pick. First time deposit. Offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits. UnderdogFantasy.com. Promo code BOMBS. And we are back here on the Bottom Line Bombs. I am your host, the man in the box. Speaking of the box, let's just get right into the box. Time Track 5150, Insane Asylum, Van Halen. Thanks to Jennifer for coming in, for being in the chat room and letting the show go on. It's been a great live show so far. We had Andy Laz here talking Niners. I talked Arizona. And now I'm going to talk some box. Couple things to talk about in the box. News-wise, I didn't get too up top because it's so funny. When you have a guest and you have an outline, the shows go by so fast. You know, you're not just whipping around. True story, I did a VSiN show for some other VSiN show that wasn't Sean and Ryan. And I had to talk a lot. Like they don't like the mess. They don't like the bullshit around. I had to give out picks, a lot of them, with Savannah and Dustin or Will Hill and everybody. Anyway, shout out to all those guys. How about that John Mateer, the Oklahoma quarterback? If you didn't see that story, that's the latest gambling scandal. John Mateer, big transfer into Oklahoma. Heisman dark horse. He's a great quarterback. He's under investigation for gambling because of his Venmo transactions. There are screenshots of him Venmoing his friend, money, and in a description, he put the words sports gambling. USC versus UCLA, sports gambling. Pizza. That's what you do, John. What are you doing? Now, he says it's an inside joke between him and his buddies. Hilarious joke when you when you admit to committing a crime. It's not a crime, obviously, but college athletes are banned from betting. He said he never did it. Now, I kind of believe him, to be honest with you. But it's not a joke you do. But I get it. He's young. Like you ironically put things that are about like cocaine or just snowflakes, But if it was betting, if it was like paying off a bookie would never allow that. A bookie would be like, what the fuck are you doing? You trying to get the feds on me? I know people that have paid bookies like through PayPal, massive amounts of money, and they were not happy about it. I'll just say that. So it is a funny thing where he goes like, yeah, sports gambling on the Venmo. First of all, put your Venmo on private. Can we please? What are we doing anyway? Why is Venmo public? I've never understood. I guess it's our generation where everything's got to be a social app, but why am I looking at anybody's transactions on Venmo? It is fun to see what couples still charge each other for dinner and stuff like that. Like, oh, that relationship's not going too well. Aren't you married? What do you mean pizza? What the hell's going on out there? You know what I like about Venmo? I like the Venmo request. Forget the Venmo pay. That's always aggressive, right? When someone requests you a Venmo. Then you feel like a small-time bookie. Like, oh, hey. Remember I paid for that movie ticket? How about $20? You know what I mean? No, don't make me ask again. Just requesting. No, I just saw your Instagram. I saw your spending. Looks like you're having a good time. Good time on my dollar. I don't appreciate. Well, maybe you forgot. That's all. So this is a request. I was there for you. That cash only place. Yeah, set your Venmo to private. It's absolutely fucking insane. What else? Is tonight the Taylor Swift podcast with the Kelseys? Oh my God. Speaking of oh my God.
And once again, we apologize for CJ's language.
I forget where is the oh my God. I'm using the Sean's soundboard.
Oh my God!
That's what I wanted to do. Can you believe it? Travis Kelce is going to be on the. It's going to have Taylor Swift. It's going to break all the records. All the Swifties, great. Who cares? It's so. I mean, listen. Obviously, it's just between Macy Generates. Don't let any of the Swifters hear about this because they'll attack me. And I'm not trying to attack Taylor Swift, but my God, what a boring podcast it's going to be. It's amazing how big all these podcasts are that are so dull. Like the Kelsey's great. I'm sure it's going to be so exciting. Oh, you're going to find out so much. You're not going to find out a damn thing. He's got a new album. She's promoting it. You know, it's their fucking boyfriend. Oh, they're going to be so cute together. You're going to see clips. Like, who listens to this shit? Or even like all these bro sports podcasts as well. Other ones that destroy me in the ratings. The ratings. Bussing with the boys. Bussing at Taylor and bussing with the boys. Hey, we had Josh Allen on. We tried to have him say slip a dick in you. Like some code word. Like it's all like this fucking dumb. But viral. Josh Allen says, I was sober for 11 years, then I turned 12. Oh my God, you got me. Nothing worse than the funny athlete. When they tell him, you should have a show, man. Your fucking mustache, you're hilarious. So, whatever. Taylor Swift's podcast on the Kelseys. That's what they need. It's going to do numbers. But who's tuning it? Like, oh, fuck, you adults are getting crazy with this. Like I said, nothing against Taylor Swift. Her music is for children, though. What are we talking about? Little children like her music. For good reason. They're hits. I mean, they come out of a factory. I'm not saying that. But what is she, 35, for fuck's sakes? I don't know. Steve says his daughter told me yesterday Travis Kelce just went public about the relationship on Instagram. Went public? I know. Yeah, now it is. Well, that's called Instagram official, Steve. That's different. You could be on TMZ. You could be on the biggest show in the world, in the Super Bowl, making out. That's not a relationship, not to these kids. It's not an official relationship until you go Instagram public. Then it's real. That's what it's. Oh, man, we're getting to an hour. I learned the hard way. They need to be posted on Instagram or it doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Oh, boy. All right. That's going to do it for today's show. Thank you, everyone, who did join us for today. I wanted to tell this other story, too. I don't have time. So much because after this show, I have to wrap this up. I'll be joining the main show, Ryan and Sean, for their final team preview of the Philadelphia Eagles.
All I gotta say is go fucking bird!
We apologize for that.
apologize. Landon has.
I, of course, will have my Eagles team preview later on, right before they play the Cowboys. But I will do the main one there with Sean and Ryan. So stay tuned for that. We'll be going live in pretty soon, like an hour and a half or so.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
For now, that's going to do it for today. Thank you, everyone who joined in the chat. Like I said, stay tuned. Not only just for the main show, the Eagles show. I'm doing J Mark's show tonight, Old Fashioned Football with Moneyline Mac. That's happening later on. We're doing NFC's preview. And I'll have the bonus show, Detroit Lions and Green Bay Packers with Nate Craig and Mikey Burns, Daddy Boner. Until then, get in your cars and go to hell home.
I'm Lou Hulk, and you're listening to the man and the buck and the bottom and people that that are productive.
See you guys.